हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for your kind association. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Om ajnanatimirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. विद्यातपो वित्तवपूर्वयः कुलैः सतां गुणैषड्भिरसत्तमेतरैः स्मृतौ हतायां भृतमानदुर्दृश स्तब्धा न पश्यन्ति हि धाम भूयसाम्. गुणाधिकान्मुदं लिप्सेदनुक्रोशं गुणाधमात् मैत्रीं समानादन्विच्छेन्न तापैरभिभूयते. यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. भक्तिं मुहुः प्रवहतां त्वयि मे प्रसङ्गो भूयादनन्तमहताममलाशयानां येनाञ्जसोल्बणमुरुव्यसनं भवाब्धिं निःशे भवद्गुणकथामृतपानमत्तः. वरान् विभो त्वद्वर वरान् विभो त्वद् वरदेश्वराद्बुधः कथं वृणीते गुणविक्रियात्मनाम् येनारकाणाम् अपि सन्ति देहिनां तानीश कैवल्यपते वृणेन च. स उत्तमश्लोकमहन्मुखच्युतो भवत्पदाम्भोजसुधाकणानिलः स्मृतिं पुनर्विस्मृततत्त्ववर्त्मनां कुयोगिनां नो वितरत् अलं वरैः. यत्पादपङ्कजपलाशविलासभक्त्या कर्माशयं ग्रथितमुद्ग्रथयन्ति सन्तः तद्वन्न रिक्तमतयो यतयोऽपि रुद्ध स्रोतो गणास्तमरणं भज वासुदेवम्. यैरिदृशी भगवतो गतिरात्मवाद एकान्ततो निगमिभिः प्रतिपादिता नः तुष्यन्त अदभ्रकरुणा स्वकृतेन नित्यं को नाम तत्प्रतिकरोति विनोदपात्रम्. यावत् ते मायया स्पृष्टा भ्रमाम इह कर्मभिः तावद्भवत्प्रसङ्गानां सङ्गः स्यान्नो भवे भवे. यथा तरोर्मूलनिषेचनेन तृप्यन्ति तत्स्कन्धभुजोपशाखा प्राणोपहारा च यथेन्द्रियाणां तथैव संहरणम तथैव सर्वार्हणमच्युतेज्या दयया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्या येन केन वा सर्वेन्द्रियोपशान्त्या च तुष्यति आशु जनार्दन तुष्यत् आशु जनार्दन हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण. Thank you very much, dear devotees, for your kind association. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar, we are continuing our study of Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam, and today we are going to read from text 8 of the 15th chapter of the 4th canto. So 4.15.8. This chapter is entitled King Prithu's Appearance and Coronation. And now we have started module number 7, 6, 7, module 7. Shankha Turya Mridanga Nedurdundu Bhayo Divi Tatra Sarva Upajagmur Devarshi Pitrinam Gana. Conch shells, bugles, drums, and kettle drums vibrated in outer space. All this is happening when Prithu Maharaj appeared from the churning of the arm of King Vena. From one arm, Sri Prithu Maharaj appeared, who is a partial incarnation of Bhagavan, Sri Krishna. From the churning of the other arm of the dead body of King Vena, Archi was born, who is a partial incarnation of the goddess of fortune, Sri Lakshmi Devi. Sri Prithu Maharaj is a Shaktavesh avatar of Krishna, and Sri Archi Devi, the wife of Prithu Maharaj, is a partial incarnation of Sri Lakshmi Devi. When in this way Sri Prithu Maharaj appeared, all the demigods and higher beings are jubilant, and all the people are celebrating. So Shankha, Turya means bugles, Mridanga means drum, Adi means etc. Conch shell, bugles, drums, kettle drums, etc. vibrated in outer space. Dundubhaya means kettle drums. Great sages, forefathers, Pitri, Devarshi, great sages, forefathers, and personalities from heavenly planets all came to Earth from various higher planetary systems. Many beings came from higher planetary systems to celebrate the appearance of Sri Prithu Maharaj. Let us remember that this was a very calamitous time on Earth. What was the calamity? Raise your hand. Yes, Prananath Gopal Prabhu.
King Vena, who was the son of King Anga, even though King Anga was very righteous and very pious person, Vena was very cruel and unjust person. So that's why he was being killed by the sages. And that was
Okay, that was part of the calamity. Satyaramaji, what else happened? You can
Hare
unmute.
Krishna, Devaji. The rogues and thieves started plundering everywhere.
Yes, very good. So first problem was what Prananath Gopal Prabhu said, that the king, after Maharaj Anga, being frustrated with a very mischievous, sinful son like Vena, Maharaj Anga, who was a very great devotee, he was so frustrated that he left his kingdom and took the renounced order of life, went to the forest, attained Krishna. But back in the kingdom, King Vena became the next king. and he was extremely wicked, and he was irreligious or dharmic. He denounced the Vedas. He prohibited worship of Lord Vishnu. He forbade the Brahmanas from performing yajna, puja, dan, all the pious activities he stopped. As a result, the sages, the munis, rishis, they were very disturbed. They counseled him, advised him, but to no avail. Finally, they cursed him just with their hunkar. And with their hunkar alone, King Vena immediately died. Such a proud, audacious man who wanted everyone to worship him, who claimed that he was the resting place of all the devatas and all the deities, and therefore everyone should worship him. So much for his boasting. He lay dead. But his mother was very attached. Sunitha was very attached to him. She was heartbroken. She decided to preserve the dead body of King Vena. So she put the dead body of King Vane in some special oils and preserved it. In the meantime, seeing that King Vena had died and there was no ruler, the criminal elements of society became very bold. Emboldened by the lawlessness, they started creating a lot of terrible disturbances in society, the thieves and robbers. Seeing this chaotic situation, the sages and rishis were alarmed that we tried to fix the problem of King Vane by killing him, and it has created a bigger problem. Now we are worse off. So finally, the great sages and munis, they chanted mantras and they started churning the body of King Vane. First, the Nishads came out, and now from one arm King Prithu came, second arm Archi came. So now everybody is celebrating. After great suffering, when there is some relief or there is hope of relief, the human tendency is to celebrate. That is one thing. Second thing is the higher beings, residents of higher planets. Why are they celebrating? For them, it was no problem. No, everything is connected. We do not live in a bubble. What was their problem? Raise your hand. Why are the Devatas happy? What have they got to do? Yes, Shama Vallavi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. They did not get their sacrifices.
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful point. We should understand that everything is connected. We are all in the same boat. We don't live in a bubble. We don't live in isolation. What we do affects everyone. What others do affects us. Therefore, our acharyas want to preach. Therefore, our acharyas want to spread Krishna consciousness everywhere. Prithivittetyacha nagaradigram sarvatra prachar hoibe mora naam. Therefore, we want to loudly chant Krishna utkirtana gana nartana paro premamritam bhaunidhi. That is the reason. Because we are all connected. The higher beings were not getting sacrifices. And another reason why they're happy is when the Supreme Personality of Godhead, either directly, Swayam Bhagwan, or in a Shaktiavesh form, appears. There are 6 types of incarnations of Bhagwan. There is the Purusha avatars, the 3 types of Vishnus, Karanadakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Kshirodakshay Vishnu. They are the Purusha avatars. There are the Guna avatars, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. They are the Guna avatars in charge of the 3 gunas in the material world. There are the Leela avatars like Narsimhadev, Varahadev, Vamanadev, Lord Ramachandra. There are the Yuga avatars, there are the Manvantar avatars, and finally the 6th type, there are the Shaktiavesh avatar. Shri Prithu Maharaj is a Shaktiavesh avatar. Shri Narad Muni is a Shaktavesh avatar. So Prithu Maharaj is a Shaktavesh avatar, and because an avatar of Krishna has come, the beings of the higher planetary system are celebrating. And celebration, you see how sattvic it is. They are blowing conch shells. It is said that when we blow a shankha, all the inauspiciousness in the environment goes away. Otherwise, in the material world, celebration is by burning firecrackers, which are very toxic, made with gunpowder, cause air pollution, soil pollution, sound pollution, all types of pollution it causes. And celebration is usually, how do people celebrate New Year's? By drinking beer, by eating meat. So this type of celebration is in the mode of passion and ignorance. But we see in Srimad Bhagavatam, we are being told how in the Vedic times celebrations were happening. Sages, forefathers, great personalities from heavenly planets assembled. There was blowing of conch shells, bugles, drums, mridanga, dundubhi, and there was always chanting of the holy names. That is how they celebrate. Texts 9 and 10. Brahma Jagad Gurur Devaihi Sahasraya Sureshwaraihi Vainyasya Dakshine Haste Drishtva Chinnam Gadabhritaha Padayoravindam Cha Tam Vai Mene Hare Kalam Yasya Pratihatam Chakram Amshah Sa Parameshtinaha. Very beautiful. Lord Brahma, the master of the entire universe, Brahma Jagat Guru. Lord Brahma is referred to as Jagat Guru here. Why Jagat Guru? Because Lord Brahma receives knowledge directly from Lord Krishna. He receives Shabda Brahma from Lord Krishna. Tene Brahma Hridaya Ādi Kavaye. Ādi Kavi Brahma receives Shabda Brahma from Krishna and then distributes it through the Guru Parampara. Lord Brahma teaches his son Narad Muni. Lord Brahma teaches his other sons, the Chatusana, the four Kumar brothers. And in this way, the Vedic knowledge is distributed down through disciplic succession. Therefore, Brahmaji is Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru is a very big title. And Lord Brahma is certainly a great Jagat Guru. And he is also our Sampradaya Acharya. We belong to the Brahma Sampradaya. So Lord Brahma, the master of the entire, the spiritual master of the entire Jagat Guru, arrived there accompanied by all the demigods and their chiefs. He came there. Saha Astrya. He arrived there, Sura Ishwaraihi, with the Suras, Suragana, with all the, and the Ishwars, all the controllers, all the Devatas. And what happened? Seeing the lines of Lord Vishnu's palm on King Prithu's right hand and impressions of lotus flowers on the soles of his feet, Lord Brahma could understand that King Prithu was a partial representation of Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Drishtva Chinnham. He saw the signs of the markings of Gadabhrita. Gadabhrita means Gadādhara, the Supreme Lord who carries the Gada club, Kaumadaki Gada. Seeing the markings of Lord Vishnu, Gadabhrita, Chinha, Drishtva, on whom were these signs and markings found, on whose body? Vayanasya. Vayanasya means the son of King Vena, that is Shri Prithu Maharaj. Seeing auspicious markings on the palms and soles, Haste and Padayo. Seeing them, what happened? Lord Brahma could understand that King Prithu is an avatar, incarnation of Hari. Vai Mene means certainly he is Hare. Kalam. He is a plenary portion, a partial expansion of Lord Hari. Who? Vayana. Vayana is the son of Vayana, that is King Prithu. One whose palm bears the chakra, sign of the disc, as well as other such lines, should be considered a partial representation or incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Amsha Saha Parameshtina. He is a Amsha. He is an incarnation, partial representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada makes some very important points. Srila Prabhupada explains there is a system by which one can detect an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nowadays, it has become a cheap fashion to accept anybody as an incarnation of God. But from here, we can understand, dear devotees, that there is a specific process. And what is this process? Raise your hand. Yes, Janani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Is it the marks on his below the sole, below the
Yes,
feet?
very good. The markings on the palms and markings on the sole. That is one thing. What else we have to see before we decide somebody is incarnation of
Long
Bhagavan?
bhujas. Long bhujas.
Ajanu lambita bhujau. Yes, arms are long and they extend below the knees. What else? Yes, Satyam Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Their name should be mentioned in the Shastra.
Excellent, excellent. They should be mentioned in the Shastra. How Lord Ramachandra, Shri Krishna, Prithu Maharaj, Narsimhadev, they are all mentioned in the Shastra. That's why we accept them. So these are the criteria. Not that we accept anybody as God. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport explicitly. Before accepting someone as an incarnation of God, one should verify his identity according to the symptoms mentioned in the Shastras. 11. तस्याभिषेक आरब्धो ब्राह्मणैर्ब्रह्मवादिभिः आभिषेचनिकान् अस्मै आजरु सर्वतो जनाः. The learned Brahmanas who were very attached to the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies then arranged for the king's coronation. People from all directions collected all the different paraphernalia for the ceremony. Thus, everything was complete. Brahmanas are very attached to Vedic ceremonies. Brahmanair Brahmavadibhi. They are attached to the Vedic rituals. They live by the Vedas. They live by Shastra. So the learned Brahmanas, they arrange for the coronation, Rajyabhishek. People from all directions collected different paraphernalia for the ceremony. Different samagri is required. Abhishe Chanikani, various paraphernalia. And thus everything was complete. But many people came. Sarvata Jana. People from all directions they came. 12. Sarit Samudra Girayo Naga Gava Khaga Mrigaha Dyauhu Kshitihi Sarva Bhutani Samajagrur Upayanam. All the rivers, Sarit, oceans and seas, Samudra, hills, mountains, serpents, cows, birds, animals, heavenly planets, the earthly planet, and all other living beings collected various presentations. Sarva Bhutani Samajahru. They collected paraphernalia, various presentations, according to their ability to offer to the king. Upayanam, different gifts. Upayanam means different gifts. They collected according to their capacity to offer to the king. Sobhishikto Maharajah Suvasa Sadhu Alankritaha Patnyarchishalang Vireje Agnirivapara. Thus the great King Prithu, exquisitely dressed with garments and ornaments, was coronated and placed on the throne. The king and his wife, Shri Archi Devi, who was also exquisitely ornamented, appeared exactly like fire. Agni Iva. So in this way, Abhishikta Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj was coronated as the king of the earth. Sadhu Alankrita, Sadhu means very nice, he was nicely decorated, Alankar, and Patnya, along with his wife, Archi. His wife was Archi. Alankritaya, who was also nicely ornamented. Both of them looked effulgent like fire. Haribol, King Prithu and his dear wife, Shri Archi. Tasmai Jahara Dhanado Haimam Veera Varasanam Varuna Salila Sravam Atapatram Shashi Prabham. The great sage Sri Maitreya Muni continued his narration. My dear Vidur, Kuver presented the great King Prithu with a golden throne. Dhanada is the name of Kuver. Haimam Virasanam. Vira Vara Asanam. Vara Asanam. Vara means best. Asan means a sitting place. The best sitting place is for the king. And that Vara Asanam was given by Dhanada Kuver. What was it made up of? The throne, Haimam. It was made of hame. It was made of gold. The demigod Varun presented Prithu Maharaj with an umbrella. Varunaha Atapatram. He offered an umbrella that constantly sprayed fine particles of water. Salila means water. Salila Sravam. Small particles of water, mist, would fall from that umbrella to keep everything very cool. Haribol. And that umbrella was as brilliant, as white as the moon. Shashi Prabham, it was brilliant like the moon. Imagine having an umbrella like that, which sprays small mist to keep you cool. That was presented by Varun. Not donated, it was presented. Upayanam word was used. It was presented by Varuna Dev. And Kuver gave the throne on which Prithu Maharaj would sit as the king. And the umbrella on the head, Atapatram, was given by Varuna Dev, the god of the oceans. Text 15. Vayuschavala Vyajane Dharma Kirti Maim Srajam Indraha Kiritam Utkrishtam Dandam Samyamanam Yamaha. The demigod of air, Vayu, presented King Prithu with two whisks, chamaras, of hair. The king of religion, Dharma, presented him with a flower garland, which would expand his fame. The king of heaven, Indra, presented him with a valuable helmet, Kiritam. And the superintendent of death, Yamaraj, presented him with a scepter with which to rule the world. Hare Krishna. Samyamanam, dandam, a danda, rod. Yamaraj gave. Indra gave a crown. Vayu gave 2 whisks, chamar, to be fanned. Vayudev gave Vyajana, to be fanned from 2 sides. Gave 2 fans. Vayudev gave. And then Dharma, king of religion, gave a flower garland. Srijam. So in this way, different devatas, Vayudev, Dharmadev, then Indradev, Yamaraj, they all gave different gifts. Text 16. Brahma Mayam Varma Bharati Haramuttamam Hari Sudarshanam Chakram Tatpatnya Vyahatam Shriyam. Lord Brahma presented King Prithu with a protective garment made of spiritual knowledge. Brahma Mayam Varma, a armor made of Brahma, spiritual knowledge. Bharati, that is Saraswati, the wife of Lord Brahma, gave him a transcendental necklace. Bharati Haram Uttamam. Uttamahar, a very wonderful transcendental necklace, was given by Bharati, Saraswati Devi. Saraswati Devi is the wife of Lord Brahma. Lord Vishnu presented Prithu Maharaj with Sudarshan Chakra. Hari Sudarshanam Chakram. And Lord Vishnu's wife, Lakshmi Devi, Srimati Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, gave Prithu Maharaj imperishable opulences. Avyahatam Shriyam. Avyahatam means something that cannot be impeded. Something that cannot be stopped. Means imperishable. So Lord Vishnu gave Sudarshan Chakra. Shri Lakshmi Mata gave Avyahatam Shriyam, imperishable opulences. Brahmaji gave a protective garment of Shabda Brahma. Then Brahmaji's wife, Saraswati, gave a transcendental necklace, Uttam Haram. So in this way, Brahmaji, Saraswati Devi, Vishnuji, Lord Vishnu, Goddess Lakshmi, they all gave gifts. Srila Prabhupada writes that since Maharaj Prithu was a partial representation of the Supreme Personality of its power, the Sudarshan Chakra given to him represented the partial power of the original Sudarshan Chakra. So a Sudarshan Chakra was given, not the Sudarshan Chakra, which means there are many Sudarshan Chakras. Original one is with Lord Krishna, but one Sudarshan Chakra was given. Even Ambarish Maharaj, we will read in the 9th Canto, was given Sudarshan Chakra. Now let's see. What about Lord Shiva? Dasha Chandram Asim Rudraha Shata Chandram Tathambika Somo Mritamayam Ashvams Tvashta Rupashrayam Ratham. Lord Shiva presented Prithu Maharaj with a sword within a sheath marked with 10 moons. He gave a sword. Dasha Chandram, 10 moons. Asim means sword. Rudra gave. And his wife, Ambika, she's the mother. Amba means mother. Ambika, the universal mother, goddess Durga Devi, presented Prithu Maharaj with a shield marked with 100 moons. Shata Chandram, she gave. A shield, sword and shield by Lord Shiva and Mother Durga, Mother Parvati. The covering of the sword, the sheath of the sword, had 10 moons. and the dhal, the shield, had 100 moons. Now, what about the moon god? Somaha, the moon demigod, presented Prithu Maharaj with horses made of nectar. Amritmayam Ashwa. Ashwa means horses. Amritmaya Ashwa gave horses made of nectar. And the demigod Vishwakarma presented Prithu Maharaj with a very beautiful chariot. Twashta. Twashta means demigod Vishwakarma. Rupa Ashrayam Ratham. Very, very beautiful Rath, very gorgeous Rath was gifted by Shri Vishwakarma. Text 18. Agnir Ajagavam Chapam Suryo Rashmi Mayan Ashun Ishun Bhu Paduke Yogamayo Dvau Pushpavalim Anvaham. The demigod of fire, Agnidev, presented Shri Prithu Maharaj with a bow made of the horns of goats and cows. Aja means goat and Gavam means cows. Agni means Agnidev, the god of fire. Chapam, he made a chap, he gave a chap, bow made of Aja and Gavam, their horns. The sun god represented him with arrows as brilliant as sunshine. Suryo, Rashmi, Mayam, Ishun. Ishun means arrows, and Rashmi Mayam means as brilliant as sunshine. Suryadev gave arrows. Agnidev gave bow. The predominating deity of Bhurlok presented him with slippers full of mystic power. Bhu Paduke Yogamayau gave mystic padukas. The slippers had mystic power. And demigods from outer space brought him presentations of flowers again and again. Dev means demigods in outer space. Pushpa Avalim. Pushpa Avalim. Anu Aham. Again and again, day after day. They brought many, many flowers. Srila Prabhupada explains, this verse described that King Prithu's slippers. Who gave these slippers? These slippers were given by Bhumi, the goddess of earth, Bhudevi. King's slippers were invested with mystic powers, Paduke Yogamayav. Thus, as soon as the king placed his feet in the slippers, they would immediately carry him wherever he desired. Mystic yogis can transfer themselves from one place to another whenever they desire. A similar power was invested in the slippers of Prithu Maharaj, and Bhudevi gave these slippers to Prithu Maharaj. Just wearing them, he could go anywhere. He could transfer himself anywhere. So many wonderful gifts are being given to Prithu Maharaj. Yes, Satyabanda, you want to say something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. In the beginning, where we have pictures in Prabhupada book, there is one picture which is giving everything, whatever is been presented here. It is there in page number, just one page before page number 13. Last picture.
Okay, those of you who have the book, let us follow the instructions of Satyarupa Mataji. Yes, Prithu Maharaj is shown here, sitting on the throne with Shri Archi Devi on his left side. And there is Lord Vishnu, there is Lord Shiva, and there are other devatas also offering different gifts. Very beautiful painting. Bow has been given, arrows are being given. There are two chamaras. Very nice. Thank you, Madhavi. So it's a nice representation of what is happening. Text 19. Natyam Sugitam Vaditram Antardhanam Chakhecharaha Rishayas Chashisha Satyaha Samudra Shankhamatmajam. The demigods who always travel in outer space gave King Prithu the arts to perform dramas, sing songs, play musical instruments, and disappear at will. Natyam, Geetam, Vaditram means playing different instruments, Antardhanam to disappear, Khechara, demigods who travel in, Kha means space, those who travel in the space. These types of demigods, they gave all this Vidya, all this knowledge of drama, singing, playing musical instruments, disappearing at will. All these perfections were given to Prithu Maharaj by the Devatas. The great sages, rishis, offered their infallible blessings. Rishayascha Ashisha Satya. Sat Ashish means infallible spiritual blessings were given by the rishis. Blessings like may you live for 100 years, may you come in merit, may you get a good job, bacha, jug jug jio. These are all asat ashish. They're all false or temporary blessings. But Rishayas Chashisha Satya. They gave Sat Ashish, something that is eternal. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat means eternal. They gave infallible eternal blessings. And what kind of blessing is called Sat Ashish? Aishwarya Satyabhama Mataji. Which Ashish, which blessing would be counted as Sat Ashish?
Devotion to Lord.
Excellent. Perfect. Yes. Bhakti. Bhakti is that infallible Ashish of the great souls that we want. The great sages also offered infallible blessings. Rishayascha Ashisha Satya. Ashish means blessings. The ocean offered him a conch shell produced from the ocean. Samudraha Shankham Atmajam. Jam means born. Atma means from him. Samudra gave a Shankha that was born from the ocean. We know that conch shells are produced in the ocean. So Samudra Dev, ocean, gave conch shell produced within itself. Sindhava Parvata Nadyo Ratha Vithir Mahatmanah Sutotha Magadho Vandi Tam Stotu Upatasthire. The seas, mountains, and rivers gave him room to drive his chariot without impediments. Who? The seas, the mountains, the rivers, these are all impediments for a person to travel. But the seas, the mountains, the rivers, they gave special passport to Prithu Maharaj that his chariot could go without any impediment. There would be no obstruction whatsoever of mountains, oceans. Imagine ocean, impassable ocean says you can go, your chariot can go through me, no problem. All the rivers did the same. And a Suta, a Magadha, and a Vandi. Vandi is a bard, professional person who offers prayers and glorification. They offered prayers and praises to Prithu Maharaj. They all presented themselves before him to perform their respective duties. Vandi is one who offers prayers. Magadha is a professional bard. And Suta means a professional who praises the king. So all these people, the professional bard, the singer, the Vandi, one who offers prayers, and the professional glorifier, Suta, they all came. 21. Stavakam stan abhipretya prithurvainyah pratapavan megha nirhradaya vacha prahasannidam abravit. Thus, when the greatly powerful King Prithu, the son of Vainya, saw the professionals before him to congratulate them, he smiled. And with the gravity of the vibrating sounds of the cloud, Megha Nirhradaya Vacha, his voice, which was like the rumbling of the clouds, King Prithu Maharaj spoke to all these professional bards, prayers, glorifiers. Sutaha are those who praise. Magadha are those who sing for your pleasure, bards. And Vandi are those who offer you prayers professionally, their job. Like there is a particular class of people in India, when someone dies, then they are given money. They are professional criers. They come and they cry. Oh, they will beat their chest, you know, and they cry, professional. In India, there are some people like that. Similarly, the kings would have these bards who are professional singers and entertaining the king by reciting poems and this and that. And there are Vandis, they do Vandana of the king, Kingashtakams and all that. They will compose and they will sing just to glorify the king. So they came and they started glorifying Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj has just appeared in this world and he has just been installed, anointed, and coronated as the king. And these professional bards and Vandis, those who praise, they started praising, glorifying Prithu Maharaj, singing songs about him. So, text 22. Let's see what Prithu Maharaj does to them. Prithuruvacha bhostu bhosu tahema gadha saumya vandil loke dhuna spashta gunasya me syat kim ashrayo me stava esha yojyatam mamaya bhuvan vitatha girovaha. Shri Prithu Maharaj spoke. King Prithu said, O gentle Suta, Magadha. Remember, Suta is one who glorifies. Magadha is one who sings for your pleasure. And Vandi is one who offers prayers to you. O gentle Suta, Magadha and Vandi, offering prayers. Shri Prithu Maharaj is saying, the qualities of which you have spoken are not present in me. They are not present in me. Why then should you praise me for all these qualities when I do not shelter these features? These qualities don't reside in me. Then why are you glorifying me as the possessor of these good qualities? I do not wish that these words meant for me to go in vain, but it is better that they be offered to someone else. Hare Krishna. Yojjatam ma. They cannot be applied to me. All these qualities, all this glorification, all these praises, they cannot be applied to me. This is a very profound message here. Shri Prithu Maharaj is saying, O professionals, you're all very gentle, very kind. However, the qualities you are describing, I have not displayed them yet. So he's forbidding them from glorifying him yet. Because he says, I have not done anything. Let me do something useful, meaningful. Then you may glorify me. Such a profound message. When someone glorifies us for something that we have not done, we should mention it and not accept that prayer out of vanity. So Prithu Maharaj is declining to accept the praises. Because I have not done anything. I just appeared. I have not done anything. Why are you praising me? This is not a time to praise me. Wait till I do something. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, the prayers and praises by the Suta, Magadha and Vandi all explained the godly qualities of Maharaj Prithu. For he was a Shaktyavesh incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because these qualities were not yet manifest, because these qualities are not yet manifest, King Prithu very humbly asked why the devotees should praise him with such exalted words. Hari Bol. So when we glorify others, we should glorify honestly. We should keep the glorification realistic. Exaggerated praise, it is said, is a sign of ninda. Atistuti is ninda lakshanam. So we should not do atistuti. We should praise, but we should praise realistically. Text 23. Tasmat parokshe smadupashrutanyalam karishyathastotramapi chavachah sat uttamashloka gunanuvade jugupsitam nastavayanti sabhya. O gentle reciter, see how Shri Prithu Maharaj is very gentle in his non-acceptance of their praises. He is rejecting their praises, but very politely, calling them mild, calling them gentle. This is Anudvega Karam Vakyam. Otherwise, when the king suddenly decides to counter your statement, one may be unsettled by that. Oh, did I make a mistake? What did I say? Will the king punish me? Maharaj Prithu is very cognizant of that fact. And therefore, he is very gentle in his refusal to accept their praise. Very nice point. One devotee is a CFO of a company. And recently, the board of directors and the CEO gave him an award as the excellent employee or some excellent leader in the company. A major award was given at the annual meeting. And in his speech, the CEO praised this devotee who is a CFO by saying that one great quality that you have, which we came to know by doing a 360-degree feedback review, where they ask everybody, what do you think about this employee? What do you think? What do you think? What is your opinion? One consistent feedback that they got about this devotee CFO is that he speaks to the CEO, vice presidents, colleagues, subordinates, janitors, etc., the same way. Same respect. And they really appreciated this quality. That even with those who are your juniors, even those who are your assistants, those who are your subordinates, you're so respectful to them. Just like you're speaking to the CEO of the company. See the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam, that thousands and thousands of years old, this literature. Well, Srimad Bhagavatam is Shabda Brahma, so it's eternal. It comes from Lord Krishna directly, Vedanta Krit. But even from a historical, chronological point of view, a literature that is thousands of years old is giving us knowledge, teaching us soft techniques, which are very much relevant even in the 21st century. We can learn the art of speech from Prithu Maharaj, how he's speaking to his servants. O gentle reciters, offer such prayers in due course of time, when the qualities of which you have spoken actually manifest themselves in me. Just see. See the shaili, see the great art of speaking. It reveals the heart of the speaker. Prithu Maharaj is saying, when these qualities take residence in me and become manifest in me, then you may glorify me like this. It's a very subtle message, but Prithu Maharaj, in other words, is saying, these are not my qualities. These are divine qualities. All divine qualities belong to Krishna. When these qualities by Krishna's mercy manifest in me, then you can glorify. You see the subtlety of the speech? Because yasyasti bhaktir bhagavat akinchana sarvay gunais tatra samasate sura. The qualities belong to Krishna. The qualities belong to the pure devotees of Krishna, the Suragana. And those qualities can be given to me. Which means even when I manifest those qualities, they are not mine. They are borrowed plumes. This is the heart of a devotee. No sense of pride, no sense of proprietorship. So please glorify me when these qualities actually manifest in me. The gentle who offer prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not attribute such qualities to a human being who does not actually have them. Hare Krishna. You are Vandi, you are supposed to do Vandana of Krishna. So you should glorify Krishna. You should not glorify an ordinary human being like me who has not manifested these qualities. It's very beautiful way our Prithu Maharaj is speaking. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada explains in the middle of the purport, although Prithu Maharaj was factually an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he rejected these praises because the qualities of the Supreme Person were not manifest in him. He wanted to stress that one who does not actually possess these qualities should not try to engage his followers and devotees in offering him glory for them. Even though these qualities might be manifest in the future. Once a devotee was glorified as something very advanced. And when asked by an intimate person that why did you accept that? Well, I know you have not done that. The response was, well, I'm on the path to do it. It will be done soon. Fake it till you make it. Hare Krishna. So that's a very dangerous path. That is not the path of Bhagavad Dharma. That is not the path of Srimad Bhagavatam. Shri Prithu Maharaj is teaching us that we should desist from accepting such glorification. 24. Mahad gunanatmani karatum ishah कहस्तावकैस्तावयते सतोऽपि तेस्या भविष्यन् इति विप्रलब्धो जनावहासं कुमतिर्न वेद. How could an intelligent man, competent enough to possess such exalted qualities, allow his followers to praise him if he did not actually have them? Praising a man by saying that if he were educated, he might have become a great scholar or great personality is nothing but a process of cheating. Vipralabdha. A foolish person who agrees to accept such praise does not know that such words simply insult him. Such a person is called Kumati. Kumati, he is a fool. Naveda, he does not know. Therefore, we should not give post-dated checks. I will get there. I'm almost there. Not like that. We have to be very factual, honest, realistic. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, Prithu Maharaj was an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Lord Brahma and other demigods had already testified. Because he had just been coronated, however, he could not manifest his godly qualities in action. He had not done anything yet. It was just day one. So, therefore, Shri Prithu Maharaj was not willing to accept the praise of the devotees. Srila Prabhupada says we should take lesson from this. 25. Prabhavoyatmana stotram jugupsanti api vishrutaha hrimantaha paramodaraha paurusham va vigarhitam. A person with a sense of honor and magnanimity does not like to hear about his abominable actions. A person who is very famous and powerful does not like to hear himself praised. Hare Krishna. Prithu Maharaj is saying, a person who is very famous, very powerful, Atma Stotram, praises about themselves. They don't like. Jugupsanti, they do not like. Why? Because Rimantaha, they are modest in their behavior. They are modest. They don't want to be praised. Do not like to hear their own praises. Vayant avidita loke sutadyapi varimabhi karmabhi katham atmanam gapayishyama balavat. King Prithu continued, my dear devotees, headed by the Suta, just now I am not very famous for my personal activities because I have not done anything praiseworthy you could glorify. Therefore, how could I engage you in praising my activities exactly like children? Balavat. I cannot engage you in glorifying me because I have not done anything yet. So in many ways, Sri Prithu Maharaj, he told the devotees that please do not praise me. Please do not glorify me. I have not done anything yet. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 15th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled King Prithu's Appearance and Coronation. And then what happens next? We will read Krishna willing in chapter 16. And that would be next week. Next week we will have classes as usual. I'm not traveling anywhere. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Is there any question or comment? If no, then we can stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Prithu Maharaj ki Jai.